Everyone, welcome to another episode of Artists Unite Song Series. Tonight we have on the show again, Violence Against Man. Welcome, man.
Thank you, thank you. It's so good to be back.
Yeah, man. We're going to talk today about your cover of Sisters of Mercy's Black Planet, and I'm curious, what went into that choice? Well, I mean, you're looking at a band like Sisters of Mercy, and there's so many great songs to cover. How'd you settle on that one?
I mean, first of all, the plan is or was, but still is, covering a few 80s songs,
Oh, nice.
and then we decided to do one that is like really goth adjacent, and
Yeah.
basically Pilatus
Don't
told me
don't
like
say
this
that
is
to Andrew Eldridge. He still maintains that Sisters of Mercy is not goth. I don't know how that's possible, but we won't
it can
argue
be
with
whatever
him.
you want
We're
it
not going to
to.
argue with him. Yeah, but I thought it
Yeah.
was cool that you chose this song because it's kind of like yeah, it's from their first album, right? I think so.
You got me actually. Don't
I think well, let's just say
I'm
it's
not, I'm not sure
earlier
if it's the
it's
first
earlier in
one.
their career, you know. And so I thought that was cool too, because it kind of maybe will introduce some people to it that weren't familiar with that one, you know. But
Yeah,
but but it's interesting. I looked on Spotify for Sisters of Mercy, and it's actually um, got like a lot of streams, you know. Um, I was like the most streams is Lucretia, My Reflection, which I thought that was weird because to me, with Sisters of Mercy, it's always about this corrosion, you know. But that one's got like half as many plays as Black Planet does.
no, I think Lucretia is like nowadays definitely the most popular, which is like why I decided against taking that one because it's like,
Yeah,
oh, that's the one that everyone is gonna cover
it's
if they're
all
gonna do
played
anything
out.
with
Yeah.
Sister of Mercy.
Well, I was thinking too. I never quite looked at the lyrics to Black Planet, and it's like it's definitely charged with like the like kind of fear of like nuclear war and like the really the you know nuclear arms race, you know. It was like in a fever pitch there in the 80s, and I was thinking, wow, maybe we're even closer now to nuclear war, unfortunately. But I
Yeah, I
thought that
think
it made it topical, you know.
yeah, in that way it's definitely relevant. But I don't know, I when I looked at the lyrics, I also read a lot of pollution and stuff into it because like acid rain, that does sound like a lot like heavy industry with like insufficient cleaning of
Mm.
the exhaust fumes and stuff. Yeah, I
Yeah,
was
yeah.
kind of getting a bit of like an environmental message almost from it,
Oh
or like
yeah, I
a
can see that. Yeah.
I was definitely getting well the Black Planet as the name is. I was definitely when I was listening to it getting the visuals of like this destroyed Earth, and I thought like yeah
Yeah.
that's kind of that's a
Uh,
dark song. I want to go for that.
yeah. Unfortunately, it does seem like we're closer to that than to some kind of new Garden of Eden. Maybe I might be like nuclear fallout obsessive because I'm like totally into this Fallout series. Have you seen that? It's based on the video game.
Oh, the TV series.
Yeah, yeah.
No, because I played the video games like a decade ago,
Oh
so
yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm like I know I'm gonna be annoying about it. I'm gonna find all these like things like that's not canon, so I can't watch it.
Yeah, that I was never into video games, so I totally missed all this stuff. So I was like, Fallout, cool. I had no idea about the video game, you know. So you were a video game kid?
Yeah, I think I guess in my generation it's difficult not to be because
Yeah.
when I was like a teenager, we had like the LAN parties, where all these sweaty gamers would get hyped up on energy drinks and play like Counter-Strike and stuff all night.
Oh shit. Like all in one room? or
Yeah,
like
I
your
mean, there were like I think there were like huge LAN parties with like thousands of people all in one room.
oh my God,
Those were
that's
the glory
crazy.
days. Yeah,
Yeah, I never heard that. So how old were you when you were doing that?
I never went to any big ones, but I guess it was like I guess around 16, like in the early 2010s, when I was
Okay.
like, yeah, getting as just as a teenager, getting a bit into video games, and then during university, I was playing a lot. But you know, as you get older, you just don't have the time anymore. So
Yeah, yeah,
not
yeah.
not a big gamer anymore nowadays.
Um, well, talk about how you approach this because I've actually I've been working on a couple cover songs too lately, and it's like it's quite hard to like you got to make some hard decisions on how to make it your sound instead of instead of just imitating the original, right?
Yeah, I think it's like a completely new skill set. Like if you the more covers you do, the better you get at
Mm.
transforming them. And yeah, for some songs you can actually find the like MIDI files online,
Oh, is that right?
which makes it easier, but I would definitely recommend against it because
Yeah, it's gonna
then
really
it's not
sound
gonna
super.
transform that much. So it's
Yeah.
I even like I think not for this song I didn't change really any of the notes that much, but for like some other covers I was working on, I was like, I don't, I don't like that chord. I'm gonna change it. It's a major chord. It sounds way too happy for me.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
I
I
was
too, I
trying
was
to,
having a conversation with another musician actually about Sisters of Mercy, and from our perspective now, the mixes actually sound like pretty thin, you know, like you're like, oh man, I'd like to hear some bass here, you know. So it was like very fulfilling that you got that big wide bass going on.
yeah. I mean, I guess the technology was different back then, but it wasn't really wasn't really the era of the loudness wars yet, where everyone was like, okay, more compression, we gotta make this hit harder.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
if you like the more you go back like to all the rock music, it sounds kind of dated, but I think it's also charming. But if you listen to it on a streaming service, it's just weird. If you have like a playlist of like old music and then new songs, like the old music is kind of quiet. You have to turn it up a bit, and then
Yeah.
and the next song is like destroying your eardrums.
And
Yeah, I was trying to like get some of that 80s charm and yeah, make it sound like a bit more like modern electronic music ever so slightly. Yeah.
yeah, well, too, I thought it was interesting, like with your mix too, because you do all the production yourself too, right? And yeah, because I was thinking of that too, with just like I feel like in your version, the music kind of takes the spotlight, you know, and instead of like the original, um, and I thought that was cool how you panned your voice a bit to the left, you know. It was almost like standing to the side and letting this huge bass come through, you know.
Yeah, I don't know. I always like the approach of seeing the vocals as like just another instrument instead of like
Mm,
the main thing hitting you in the face.
yeah, yeah,
Maybe I'm trying to be humble, or I just you know who likes the sound of their own voice too much.
yeah. Yeah, but I thought it was very cool because yeah, I like your vocals because they have a certain quality, you know, that like it's like there is like emotion there, but it's more of that like deadpan delivery, you know, that like reminds me of Joy Division or something like that, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I sometimes have songs where I definitely also sing with like more emotional, just with a like higher notes with a chest voice. But I think Andrew Eldridge also had such a deep voice, so I
Yeah.
was like kind of struggling like to
Yeah.
go as low as I can to kind of keep the notes of the original. So that's almost the not so much singing, but more like kind of talking melodically the lyrics.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. And like how when you first sat down to like do it, do you like Google what the chords are or something, or like start with the bass, or you start with a beat, or what? How did you go about it?
Mm. Ooh, I'm trying to remember. I think I mean the chords were pretty easy, but I yeah looked up. I just put it in the DAW and then listened to it, and then first like figured out the BPM and added like my own kick drum, and then I like looked up some of the chords and the notes and that figured out the bass. But I think they had a piano somewhere in the song, and like
Yeah,
right at the beginning, I was like, okay, I need some sort of piano sound.
yeah,
And
yeah,
I was
yeah,
like, I can use it for the intro and like for the outro, but in between, I want to go like very electronic and techno-y, and yeah,
yeah.
go heavy with the bass and the kick drum.
Yeah, I thought that was cool too because that's very like recognizable from the song that it starts with those piano chords, and then it's like something new, which is it really hits you in your face. So yeah, I didn't even think about that. So you can throw like the Sisters of Mercy in the DAW and then kind of construct yours in the same session. Is that what you do? You did?
Yeah, like I have on one track just the original song, and then I like the
Yeah.
other tracks with my instruments and
Oh,
everything.
wow, that's cool. Yeah.
I mean, definitely for the singing and the vocals, because I'm some like trying to simplify it a bit and leave out some of the notes because a lot of
Mm,
electronic music is very low on harmony.
mm.
So I kind of sometimes I even need the original so I can like still sing the notes correctly because I have so little harmony in my own music that I'm like way off key if I sing it. So I have to kind of switch back and forth that I'm make sure I'm still like working on the same song. Yeah.
Yeah. Um, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, because when I've been working on a couple cover songs lately, like I said, and it's interesting, like when you're looking at someone else's composition, right? Just to see what they do, like they're doing that verse chorus, or they're doing verse chorus verse breakdown or whatever, I feel like it's like you can learn a lot by like covering a song.
Yeah, I mean sometimes it's I mean, it depends on the song, but sometimes I get like critical, like, or I would have done that differently, and then I'm like, well, since I'm doing a cover, I can do it differently. But I mean, a lot of this is just personal taste. But yeah, I
Yeah,
guess
well, I guess
you
too is like you
yeah.
kind of have your way of like, I mean, not that you do the same thing all the time, but you have like a certain approach, like with your vocals, like, like I do. And it was like when I see what someone else does, sometimes it doesn't, it's not so easy to do that. You know what I mean? Like whether it's like the delivery of the words or whatever,
I mean, yeah, definitely with vocals, you're like the most limited just on the tone of your own voice, and obviously if someone has like a very high voice or even like sings in countertenor, I can't do that at all, so I have to pick and choose the covers where I can actually sing the same notes, or then I would have to like transpose it to like a lower octave that I can still do it. But for this song it was not too hard to do the vocals, I think. Yeah.
When did you know about Sisters of Mercy when you were a kid, or did you find out about them later?
Uh, Probably in my early 20s, I guess. I don't know. I mean, I guess I probably found out through the YouTube algorithm, which I don't know, definitely introduces you to new music from time to time.
Oh yeah.
And you get
Yeah.
like it kind of sends you on these journeys. Like you listen to one 80s band and it then recommends the next and the next and the next one. I know it's kind of like how MTV and stuff was back in the day, but
Oh yeah, that's
you
right.
don't
Yeah.
get any ads or any like Pimp My Ride or whatever.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah. Um, but when you were like when you first discovered music, was it like the techno music that that you got into, or what was like the when you first discovered music, like what was it that what were you listening to back then? And like how did you get to where you are now? You know what I mean? Kind of influences and stuff.
I mean, actually, like I listened to some of my mom's old CDs as a kid,
Oh
which
yeah.
had some 80s bangers like Blue Monday and
Oh yeah.
Eisbär by Kauzone, stuff like that. So I
Now
think that was like
that still sounds amazing today, Blue Monday.
yeah.
I don't know how they pulled that off then because it sounds so good still. It's crazy.
Guess some of I think Blue Monday still sounds like it's from the future. Like
Yeah.
I guess that was a bit of a like a early childhood memory that I'm sure like predestined me a bit for that direction. And know that I got like in my teens I got into metal and like progressive rock.
Oh, really? Okay.
And then only in like my early mid 20s I got more into like contemporary electronic music like techno and that
Let
kind
me
of
ask
stuff.
on the progressive rock, did you listen to Yes at all?
A little bit, but I was more like a lot into King
Oh,
Crimson,
King
that type
Crimson,
of
yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. I only mention that because I've been obsessed with this Yes song lately. Every morning I wake up and I listen to it, and I'm a little worried about what it's going to do to my own music, you know.
I think it's good to like take inspiration from completely different genres sometimes.
Is it like working on these covers, is it like influencing at all where you're going to go with your original music?
Hmm. Maybe because I'm definitely trying to like strip down my composition,
Hmm.
and I'm basically doing that with like the covers where they're like still sometimes very rocky with a lot of like like a bit more complicated chords and uh, yeah, generally like a lot of chords, like more than four chords, and a lot of electronic music really doesn't even have any chords at all. You have like
Yeah.
some techno songs, you have like one or two notes, and then it's just percussion through the whole song. So I'm like trying to go into the less is more approach of like when I have this like complicated melodies and harmonies, like just taking away notes and like stripping it down and focusing more on the sound design bit. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. It's interesting like yeah, like I said like look like if we look at the song from the 80s, you know, it's not like they're complicated or they're like this virtuoso playing, you know. It's just like a collection of like pretty simple ideas, you know, but it's like everything's kind of a hook, you know, like even the verse or the pre-chorus and the chorus, it's all like hooky, you know. That's what that's what I love about the 80s, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was like they had like obviously synthesizers and like some early electronic stuff, but it was still like at the base level, it was still like rock music with like verse, chorus, verse, and you want it to be catchy for potential radio play a lot of the times. And I don't know, I think that's a good compromise. Like I love experimental stuff, but sometimes you just want something that's simple that you can dance to, you know?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Is that, I mean, is that kind of like a guiding, like creative pillar for you that, um, like when you sit down to work on an original Violence of Man song, are you thinking, coming into it thinking this is going to be get people dancing?
Yeah, like that's the goal. Like if I don't feel the urge to like get up and dance a bit, then I'm doing something wrong, and probably I'll have to shelve that song.
How many, how fast are like these kind of dance songs? Like how many beats per minute? Does it alter a lot or is there like one sweet spot for dancing?
I think the BPM is basically a lot of times it's the difference between the genre of electronic music.
Oh, okay.
Like I'm not sure I got, but I think techno is like 130 to 150 generally, and like house is basically like slower techno. Of course, they have like different sound design as well, but a
Yeah,
lot of it is like according to BPM in a sense as well. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. And I forget when we talked last time, were you planning to play out live at all?
When did we talk last time? But
I can't remember.
I've I've played live now twice, and
Oh,
I
nice.
have a gig in 2 weeks in Vienna. So
Oh,
I'm
cool.
going more into live playing. Yeah.
Oh, nice. And I'm wondering, like, have you ever been in a club or anything and your track came on and you could see people dancing to it?
I mean, I saw at my concerts when I was performing that people
Yeah, yeah,
were dancing.
yeah.
And I mean, one concert I was in Graz where like I have a lot of friends, so they were like in the first row going crazy. But also played in
Oh, that's
Finland where I
awesome.
didn't know anyone and people were dancing there as well. So I know that I have some appeal.
Yeah, that it must be so gratifying, like to make music for people to dance to and then to see them dancing to it. It's a very different experience than you just being at home and tinkering on things.
Yeah, but I think also just like people listening to it, like if you see that the number of listeners, it's just I don't know, like you need to some motivation. You kind of need to know that that someone out there like likes what you're doing. Yeah.
Yeah, 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 yeah. And how does it work with with the Polypeel records? Did you just have full creative control, or do you guys talk about what to do next or anything like that?
Hmm. I don't like we have discussions, but I do think I have the last word if I say like no, I really don't want to do that, but I also like I listen to criticism and I'm like willing to compromise, but no, I think I would say I can definitely still like I can do my creative vision
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and I'm not getting stopped from that. And yeah, Pilatus is helping with like promotion and making the videos,
Oh, wait a
which
second. Why did I say Polypeel or Palat?
that's
Is that?
the label
Oh, it is. Okay.
Polypiel, I think.
Oh,
Yeah,
Polypeel. Okay, yeah. I just want to make sure didn't make a mistake. Yeah.
yeah. I think it's for me because I don't like promotion and doing that stuff. It kind of doesn't come natural to me. So it's good to have someone that's kind of giving me a kick in the behind sometimes and like, oh, you gotta do this and this and this.
Yeah, well, I mean, well, you see all kinds of memes like this about like independent artists, but it really is so crazy because it's such a different job, from like making the music and just like putting it out there, and then suddenly you have to be a marketing person too, and almost try to. I think for me, I think I almost try to not, get my emotions out of it. You know what I mean? Just make myself post and decide what I'm going to do in advance because it's so. I just like don't like it so much the marketing aspect.
Yeah, I mean it's the attention economy. You have to like constantly up your game
Mm.
to still like grab people's attention that they give you a chance. But of course, like sometimes you can get lucky and the algorithm picks you up. That's
Yeah, yeah,
I guess the dream nowadays.
yeah. I know I haven't lived out that dream myself yet, but like, there's always hope.
No, but I think just I mean the real pleasure is just like working on the music and expressing yourself.
Yeah.
Like I've heard the term compulsive creative, like you. Like if I don't create something, I need to like make music or just write down my thoughts sometimes. If I don't create, I don't know, I would get horribly depressed or something probably.
Yeah. So it's like you have to keep creating just to feel. okay kind of thing.
Yeah, it's just I think a way of
The
yeah,
way of life.
expressing yourself
Yeah,
and like interacting with the world.
yeah. And are these like series of 80s songs you're talking about, are they going to be released in a row, or are you going to mix in uh, originals like
Uh,
in the coming year?
Not the plan is now like four covers of 80 songs
Mm.
on like an basically an I guess EP with the four songs at the end.
Oh,
So we
nice.
have released them as like four separate singles and then the whole EP.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, cool. Well,
And
I'm excited to hear what else you're going to cover.
and after that's done, there's gonna be more original music coming. Yeah.
This is, believe it or not, I was in high school in the 80s, you know. So that's my I get excited if anyone's ever doing 80s stuff, because that's my that was my like formative years, you know, where I had my idols, you know.
I think it was a although I have to admit I'm getting like nostalgia for the 2000s and the 2010s, but I think the 80s were definitely one of the better decades still.
Yeah. And are you the kind of like artist that has like a bunch of songs already done and ready to go, or do you kind of take them one at a time as you and release them?
Yeah, I mean I'm kind of like undisciplined in a way where I like basically like make a song and then I have it at like what 80% finished or 90% finished. And I'm like, okay, I can if I like lock in and sit on this for like a couple days to work on the mix and the master, I can get it released. Or I could just start a new song and
Yes.
then another new song. So I have like probably like 20 songs that are somewhat finished, and like 5 to 10 of them I'm convinced they should probably be released at some point.
Okay. So you have a nice pile of things to work on.
Yeah. I don't know. It's kind of, I'm like kind of ADHD. I just love starting new stuff and I hate finishing
Mm.
anything, you know?
Oh yeah, yeah. And what is like your vision for Violence Against Man? Like, do you have like the dream of of getting to a certain place, or you're just taking it as it comes?
Mm. I mean, I have the goal of playing more concerts because I think I don't know, it's just really uh, yeah, not fun. Like, you get super nervous and anxious if you're like on the
Mm,
stage, but I don't know, it's invigorating and you feel great afterwards.
mm,
So I guess that's the goal, to just play more concerts and get people to come to the concerts and make more music. But I don't know, I'm not pursuing it as like a career path because I think that would probably take the fun out of it because then if it's your career, then you have to do it to survive. Then
yeah,
it becomes a chore.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Um, well, I'm sorry, but we're like out of time because, well, we had some technical difficulties, everyone, which I apologize for. It's gonna seem like a short interview, but anyway, man, I'm a big fan, and I'm super excited to see what the next 80s songs are that drop. I'll be communicating with you over Instagram about those. And yeah, thanks for coming on the show again, man. And congratulations on the track. I think it's super cool. Yeah.
Thank you. I'm glad you like it, and thanks for having me. I don't know. It's been really really nice to be on here again. It's
Yeah.
like almost a tradition at this point.
Yeah, well, we'll do it again. All right, man. I'll catch you later.
Okay, bye.
Bye.